Have you ever noticed something strange about modern life? Most people today earn more than their parents did. They have better jobs, better technology, and more financial tools. And yet, they feel more financially anxious than ever. Not broke, just constantly tight. Today, I want to talk about one of the biggest reasons for that. Not income, not inflation alone, but the psychological trap behind credit cards and easy payments. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding a system that quietly shapes how we think about money. Let's start with a very normal situation. You're a young professional in the US or Europe, maybe mid-20s, early 30s. You earn around $4,500 a month before tax. After tax, healthcare, and social contributions, maybe you take home $3,200. Nothing extreme, pretty average. Now, the expenses. Rent or mortgage, $1,300. Utilities and internet, $200. Groceries, $400. Transportation, $350. You're already at $2,250. That leaves around $950. This is where modern finance steps in and says, don't worry, you can still live well, because you're not asked to pay full prices anymore. You're asked to pay monthly. Your car isn't $28,000, it's $420 a month. Your phone isn't $1,200, it's $45 a month. Your laptop isn't $1,800, it's $75 a month. Your vacation isn't $3,000, it's book now, pay later. Your credit card doesn't show debt, it shows available credit. And slowly, without noticing, your $950 turns into car payment, $420, phone payment, $45, laptop EMI, $75, credit card minimum, $120. Now you're down to $290. Still not broke, but no longer free. Here's the mistake most people don't realize they're making. They think they're making spending decisions, but they're actually making commitment decisions. Just feels painful. A monthly payment feels harmless. And that difference is everything, because the brain doesn't process future obligations the same way it processes present pain. When something costs $1,500 today, your brain says no. When it costs $62 a month, your brain says yes. Not because you're irresponsible, but because humans are wired to underestimate future strain. Let's do some simple math. That $420 car payment over 5 years, that's over $25,000, not counting interest, insurance upgrades, maintenance, or depreciation. But your brain never feels $25,000. It only feels $420 every month forever. This is where the real psychological trap begins. Monthly payments create the illusion of affordability. They allow people to feel financially stable while slowly locking their future income in place. Your salary rises, but so do your commitments, and no one ever sits down and adds them up. Credit cards make this even more subtle. They remove money from the moment of decision. You swipe, you tap, you move on. The pain comes later, and by the time it arrives, the emotional connection to the purchase is gone. All that's left is a balance and interest. In the US and Europe, average credit card interest often ranges between 18% and 25%. That means a $3,000 balance can quietly cost you $600, $700 extra. Not because you're reckless, but because the system is designed to stretch time. What makes this especially dangerous for middle-income earners is lifestyle pressure. You're not trying to show off. You're just trying to keep up with what feels normal. A reliable car, a decent phone, a comfortable home. Occasional travel. None of these are luxuries anymore. They're expectations. And expectations financed monthly become permanent obligations. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't stay financially stuck because they earn too little. They stay stuck because their future income is already spent before it even arrives. This is where psychology matters more than spreadsheets. The human brain loves certainty and comfort. A fixed monthly payment feels predictable. It feels controlled. But predictability can quietly become a cage because every commitment reduces your ability to adapt. Lose a job, change cities, start a business, take time off? Monthly obligations don't care. They demand consistency. even when life doesn't provide it. Now, let's shift perspective. How do financially intelligent people think differently? Not smarter, not richer, just differently. They don't ask, can I afford the monthly payment? They ask, what does this commit my future self to? They feel the total cost, not the installment. They understand that flexibility has value, even if it doesn't look impressive. Here's a quiet example. Two people earn the same salary. One has a car payment, phone EMI, and revolving credit card balance. The other drives an older car, owns their phone, and avoids monthly consumer debt. Same income, very different lives. One feels constantly pressured to maintain cash flow. The other has options, not wealth, options. And options are what create calm. This isn't about deprivation, it's about understanding trade-offs. Every easy payment is a small decision to reduce future freedom. Not dramatically, not immediately, but consistently. And consistency is powerful in both directions. If this pattern continues for 10 or 15 years, the impact compounds. Less saved, less invested, more stress during transitions, not because of bad choices, but because of unconscious ones. The goal isn't to eliminate credit cards or monthly payments entirely. The goal is awareness, to see them for what they are, tools that feel light today by shifting weight onto tomorrow. Once you see that clearly, the pressure eases. You stop feeling behind. You stop feeling guilty. You simply start choosing with clearer eyes. So, if this made you think a little differently about money, not anxious, just more aware, you might want to stay here. You can subscribe if you like. That's all for today.